How you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video, I just want to share with you some updates on a previous marketing campaign that I launched on Facebook, and the whole purpose was to generate leads. So let's go. So in sales, obviously there's two components to sales that I've learned. Is that number one, there is the sales component, which is you need to know how to sell, you need to know how to close deals, manage objections, all that stuff. That's a mountain that you have to try and climb and become really good at, right? So that's a really powerful analogy, is climbing that sales mountain. But there's also the other part of the mountain that you must become a master at, and that is lead generation. Because without any leads, you have nothing to close. You have no one to talk to. You have no way to make profit and so forth. You need leads. You need a steady flow of leads. Without leads, you're dead in the water. You need to really learn how to master the art of lead generation. And I think as a salesperson, you need to learn how to become a great person at sales, but you need to learn how to generate leads. So in other words, is prospecting. You need to know how to prospect, find leads, build your pipeline, have a steady full pipeline, and therefore you go ahead and you can close these leads. So one way in which you can generate leads is obviously through Facebook advertising. So you can put an advertisement on Facebook, drive traffic to your website, capture those leads, and therefore you generate the leads. So what I did was I created a Facebook ad. I had a free book on how to improve your website, 7 ways to improve your website. So they click on that link, it goes to a landing page that I created. They fill out the details, first name, last name, company name, phone number, website, and that's it, and email. And then once they fill that out, they can download the ebook and automatically, and then that's it. And as soon as I build the list, I can pick up the phone, call them, and if I have a big enough list, I can close that maybe 10% of the list, and I can make a few $1,000s, whatever it is, right? So that was the whole strategy. So I did. So this week I launched it. I attached my marketing budget of about $50. Out of the $50, I got about it was $1 per click. So every time someone clicked on the ad, I was paying $1. So that was one traffic going to that website. And you know how many people I converted to leads? 0. So it absolutely crashed and burned. So upon reviewing my results, I realized that the landing page, when you click on the landing page, if you view it on your phone, it doesn't look proper. It's kind of broken and it's not good on the eye. So that was one reason why I thought that they're not subscribing, is that, you know, it doesn't work on mobile. Another one is maybe because they're just not interested. So they look at it, they're not interested. I was expecting maybe about 10, maybe even 5% conversion. I got no conversions. So that's what's happened. And I really want to share with you basically my perspective or my attitude towards it, is that with Elon Musk, what he did was, when he was building up SpaceX, he spent millions and millions of dollars per rocket. So I think it was about $100 million per rocket. And he must have blown up so many rockets to get the first rocket to launch into outer space. Just imagine that. You're putting all your money on the line to launch these rockets and nothing is working. So, and that's the way I view Facebook advertising, is that you're spending money trying to launch these rockets and it's crashing, it's burning, nothing's working. You're losing money, losing money. But the thing is, you need to perfect the launch. You need to perfect the Facebook advertising, because if you can perfect the lead generation, if you know that you can turn this ad on and you're going to get 10 leads or 5 leads, right, guaranteed, then you've perfected the launch, you've perfected the Facebook advertising, you've perfected lead generation. And therefore, you know that you can pick up the phone, you can talk to them, and you're going to close 10% of them and you're going to get a deal. So that $50 or that $100 that you spent is going to translate to $1,000, and that's how you build a business. So that's the overall objective, is to keep learning, keep launching those Facebook advertising, Facebook ads, keep refining, keep tweaking those landing pages until it works. And once it works, keep it. Record it somewhere in your database, in your swipe file, that this is a funnel that works for me. Therefore, you have just generated a successful marketing campaign that's generating you quality leads that you can go ahead and you can go and close. So that was my takeaways for this week in launching my Facebook advertising campaign. I'll keep you guys posted on how I go about with the next campaign. I'm going to launch another one next week. Once I fix up the landing page, once I get really good at it, I'm going to do another launch. I'm going to see how many leads I can get from it. So yeah, so anyway, I hope you like this video, and please please subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot more sales content on sales, marketing, finance, and other things as well. And yeah, thanks a lot for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.